How y'all doing, Detroit?
What up, though?
What up, though?
What's up, Detroit?
It's your man's Ronnie D. Range, Dexter Rollo, coming to you live. I got a special guest right here today. You know what I mean? Go ahead, introduce yourself. Tell them what's your name and where you from.
For sure. For those who don't know me, my name is Deion Lucas. I'm a well-known R&B singer in Detroit. Had a record deal back in the day, 98, with the singing group 7 Mile. We were signed with Sony back in the day. Some of y'all might know me from there. My name is Deion Lucas, D-E-I-O-N-L-U-C-A-S. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Deion Lucas on Facebook, Deion_Lucas on Instagram.
Okay. Where you from?
Y'all already know 313, the group called 7 Mile. Y'all know that's well-known main street in Detroit. We use that name to represent our hometown. Mm-hmm. And but me, I'm from the west side of Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised Detroit, west side. Most of my life was Plymouth area. You know what I'm saying, in Detroit.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, how did you get started with the singing?
Well, singing has been a part of my life for mad years. All since I was little, it's just something my family always did, growing up in Detroit, Motown, where all the legendary acts are or whatever. And of course, my dad told me, he was like, you just was born. But, you know, I remember starting to sing at least 5, 6 years old.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just natural for you.
And just singing along with my parents, Christmas songs and stuff like that. Them then, you know. And I still, I was singing, didn't know I was singing.
Oh, yeah.
It was in there, Jingle Bells. And them notes, you know, took me a long way. Was in a choir in elementary school. I went to Weatherby in Detroit on the west side of Wadsworth, you know what I'm saying, near Plymouth. So...
And what was your church?
Now, church, I wasn't born and raised in any church, but, you know, definitely God gifted me. And he inside of me helped my singing be what it is. I give him all the credit. You
said you sung in a choir?
Well, in elementary, I was in like the choir class.
Okay, all right.
Yep, so I learned a lot of singing and starting right there. You know, that was giving me a little school training.
No doubt. Well, how did you get to the group 7 Mile from there?
Okay, well, you know, I was good at art, drawing in school or whatever, and I also had music class. I was in elementary, junior high school, just growing up. And as I got older, I was singing more. I was doing New Edition. My brother got a New Edition record.
Okay.
For his birthday, and I was doing that. That's around junior high, you know what I mean? Then by the time I got in high school, I was doing a little rapping, a little singing, y'all, or whatever, in high school, and I ended up being in a high school singing group. So I became known as a singer in high school. And then from there, you know, I just kept pursuing it. And once I finished high school, I just kept striving to be a singer. And then like 2 years later, I met my group. But my group knew some managers from the downtown Detroit that was looking for a group. And they called me to try out. And 6 months later, we got signed.
Okay.
And we became 7 Mile.
Okay.
It was history for
me.
I
did see, I remember the interview on BET a while ago, and they were y'all were on there talking about you know, y'all career and how y'all got started and was with Mariah Carey. And was getting signed with Mariah, and that seemed like a pretty, I know it was a pretty big deal. So situation.
First, I want to just thank Mariah and Sony for giving us that opportunity, and our managers Tanya Heidelberg and Roger Yop. I want to thank them for giving us the opportunity at the time, you know.
Like, I seen the interview on BET, and y'all was talking about how y'all assembled, and you were the last one put into the group, you know, and y'all were getting a deal with Mariah. So I was asking, like, how was it in that whole situation, that blessing that y'all had?
So the experience once I got signed. So yeah, it was a dream come true. You know, at this point, no artist was major from Detroit, there was no YouTube, no, it wasn't a lot of social media stuff. This was like in '98 when the album came out, so got a deal like '97.
Okay.
And so yeah, once we signed, we got a signing bonus and all that stuff. We was a new group, so we didn't get a big amount of money. We got like the average, a little more than the average that they give a new group that hadn't sold any records yet.
Mm-hmm.
So we appreciate it because we were a group from Detroit that's got a major deal now. We got backing of Sony, Tommy Mottola, Mariah Carey, Corey Rooney, Ron Grant, right? And so on. So once we did that, it was a dream come true because look who we around. We around the best. And once they sign you, they must know you have talent. So we got a deal. We sang raw Motown vocals on the stage at a club called the Blue Angel in New York City. So, and the group did well. Boys to Men, the singing group, was in the audience with Mariah Carey. And that's how we got the deal. And they gave us a standing ovation after we did our first song. A cappella was the Star Spangled Banner. And next thing you know, we signed Sony, and which was a huge blessing. And from there, the experience was just everything. The first artist, like, if you love to do what you do, like I love to sing, and I'll never stop singing, it's my call and my gift. Once we got signed, they put us right to work. They put us with the singer Joe, somebody who was a mentor to me coming up with the things your man won't do, and he wrote the first song for the group. It's very positive, called Learn to Love.
Oh.
And he wrote that for the group. We all got a verse on it, and that was the first song. So after that, they put us with like a slew of talented, the best of the best producers and writers, and you know, just all type of stuff. Like
But
that.
you were all writers yourselves, right?
Yes, we wrote, but on that album, we definitely were a writer. We had a demo. And after our demo got shopped and they heard it, they went to doing all new stuff for Sony. So, of course, we worked with Joe. Mariah Carey wrote on the 7 Mile album. It's a classic. You can still order it now.
Mariah and Stevie J, right?
Stevie J did a beat on the album. He did 2 beats. He did those 2 records. And like I said, we had a lot of great writers and producers around us. It was an experience that I learned from and got better from, you know. So, and I just brought that energy. And Detroit was definitely proud of 7 Mile for making it.
Yes.
We was top 10 in Billboard.
Yes, we were.
For single sales and airplay back in the 90s. So
1998.
Yeah, and the album was doing well before, you know, the group lost our deal or whatever. For whatever reasons, we ain't on that right now. But you know, the experience was everything. Yes, the tour that adds to the experience. Mariah,
Hawaii and where?
Hawaii, went to Japan, Puerto Rico, traveled the States, just promoting for the little time 7 Mile was out. And of course, 7 Mile was a great group because, like I said, Detroit embraced us. We came home to Detroit.
I remember hearing y'all on the radio a lot, but I never knew it went that far to Japan and Hawaii and all those places.
Like that's actually on YouTube. You got to pull up Mariah Carey full tour in Tokyo.
Okay.
Right? And right after Boys to Men and Mariah sing One Sweet Day on that, then they'll show us. And that was like our segment on her show.
Okay.
So yeah, it was awesome. And I can talk for days about it. It was awesome.
And she also said that she listened to y'all in Discovery with Boys to Men.
Yeah, I was just talking about that at a showcase. We performed a cappella and we did our whole show. We practiced. And that night we was nervous because a lot of major labels told us no until we got to the biggest label, which was Sony, in front of Mariah Carey and Tommy Mottola. And they gave us a standing ovation. And at the end of the night, I got a handshake from Tommy Mottola. He said he would be seeing us soon. And it was the truth. And we really got signed and put together a beautiful album. It's a classic. A lot of people love it. Like I said, it's still out. People can still order it. And that's what it's all about. Singing songs of love to make people happy. I just want to get it out there. And years later, you know, 7 Mile still could be heard. And people still listen to us. And I appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Rollo,
I mean,
represent your hood, man.
Well, you know, Dexter.
Yeah.
And on that Dexter, you know what I mean, all the time, that I knew your brother, you know what I mean, through music. And didn't even know the connection, you know what I mean? Through one of my guys,
Mike Louis.
R.I.P. Blanco, who introduced me.
R.I.P. Blanc, my baby Blanc.
Introduced me to Mike Lou, you know. They did music together also.
Yeah, I'm talking about in the best in Detroit.
Yeah.
And I could probably say they was underground because they wasn't well known like that, but the talent was just like undeniable. So
most definitely was.
I wish Blanco, you know what I'm saying, Blanc could have just got more recognition, but he is out here on a couple of videos with 550 City.
And you on Rock Bottom. What's that? Blow album.
Oh wow, that's dope. And he on my brother album.
A cut with Jay
all
Nutty.
All of that'll get dealt with. That song.
Yeah. And the video.
I think that's under 550 City or Mike Louis. Bro changed his name so many times. A lot of y'all know him, but yeah.
It's under 550 City.
Yeah, dealt with. That's Blanco go crazy, y'all. Detroiter. I used to kind of compare him to Tupac.
Yeah.
And I think Pac was dead at the time for sure. Yeah, he was dead at that time, and I'm like, man, but he sound like himself.
Most definitely.
He definitely Blanco's from Dexter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dexter cat too.
Yeah.
Much love to Dexter, because grandma and granddaddy, all my uncles, aunties, the Lucas family, that's where we from. You know, I sat on my porch on Dexter. I want to put that out there on Lawrence, between Linwood and Dexter.
That's right.
Sipping coffee with my granddaddy. That's why I'm a cool, laid-back singer.
LA, Dexter Linwood area.
That cool shit is in our genes, man.
Yeah, it is.
Like my bro said in his rap, granddaddy was a G, daddy a G. So nigga, what does that make me? A thorough nigga from the D. Mike Louis, I had to put you out there, bro.
You know, my guy Mike.
I can copy y'all whatever it costs. Can't help it. I'm a damn boss. Woo.
Well, you know, you got quite a few stories in your ventures with the 7 Mile Group under Mariah Carey's label. Tell me a few of those stories you told me at the Mix Factory.
Well, shoot, I became friends with some real big stars. So, and you get to see that, you know, they're people just like us, you know, and some good people, you know, and they family became my family, like Corey Rooney. This is a good one because he's the vice president of Sony and he A&R'd our whole album. And just, you know, he just met us, but he took us in like his own, trained us and prepped us, got to let us meet his mother, his daughter, his dog. You know what I mean? Those things made the album more, what's the word I'm looking for? More real, you know?
No doubt.
And so when you hear it, and it was his ideas, he wrote a lot. He wrote for Michael Jackson, Mary J. Blige, Jennifer Lopez, everybody. You could dang near just name it. He probably wrote for the best, you know. And he signed 50 Cent. So I would see 50, you know what I'm saying? This is before 50 Cent got shot, bro. I used to see him all the time, you know what I mean? And just so much talent. And the way he sounds, when he rapped before he got shot, I love how he sound now. You know, how when he came out with the stuff with Eminem. Because we had a major deal in Detroit before Eminem, 7 Mile, my singing group. But then we had 50 on the label. And I noticed when 50 left there, he ended up with Aftermath. I said, that's dope.
Okay.
Because I had love for 50, and of course I love Proof for M, because I grew up going to the hip-hop shop where they was at.
Okay.
And so... And that's Detroit, you know, so I'm happy, that's like Detroit. All this talent together mixed up, because my mindset, before I got the record deal, I prayed for it, you know what I'm saying? Like, be universal. Take Detroit worldwide. Motown wasn't here anymore, you know what I mean? So when we did get signed, God brought the Motown talent, and I was just glad we had the way to outlet it through the best. And that was awesome. So I did meet 50 Cent. It was cool hearing some of his music before he got shot. I was cool with the producer, Troy Oliver. So Troy Oliver, much love to Troy Oliver. He did 7 Mile song, Do Your Thing. He on Instagram, Troy Oliver. And he did a lot of stuff, Genuine, Tyrese, different people, Trey Songz. And so I just
any
go
wild
on with
any
these
wild
stories.
parties?
So I mean, not so much, because like I said, the experience was a dream come true.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't no Diddy parties, none of that going on. If you wanted to do some of that stuff like that, that had to be who you was and what you wanted to do. There it was like, here, y'all about to see how this new major deal go. So normally, I'm 20 years old all the way to 17 when we first got signed.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to follow rules and learn, suck up as much as we can, and try to make use of this first deal. So I did the best I can. Speaking for myself, you know what I'm saying? I believe the group did a great job too. We survived making the album and put it out. And so it was some good stories though, like meeting the artist. Little Mo wrote for us, cool personality. You know what I'm saying? Walter Afanasius did a ballad for us. I mean, this Corey Rooney wrote on our album as well as Mariah Carey. Stevie J did beats. From Detroit, Marcus Divine, he worked on 2 records on our album. So yeah, I'm really not trying to really say I'm promoting a 7 Mile album like that, but I do, because music is forever.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I'm part of 7 Mile. So when people see me and meet me, then they pull up, it promotes it on its own. And God meant for it to be out here. It's mostly love songs on the album. You know what I mean? We don't have a deal with Sony no more. But you know, if you can enjoy the music, that's what it's about. And I'm coming with new music.
Do you still
Lucas,
interact with your 7 Mile members?
Yeah. You know, me and Tez talk. Rest in peace to our singer, one of the lead singers, Glennis.
The youngest.
Martin Jr. And Little Glennis, Little G, people know him as from the group. He was doing the first, he did the second verse on Do Your Thing. You know what I'm saying? People know him. He had the big voice and everything. He passed away from throat cancer a few years ago, and God bless his soul. That was a rough one for the whole group, you know. And so, you know, as we carry on, we'll never forget Little Glennis, because he is a legend. That's not here just like Luther. You know what I mean? Luther Vandross. He to me, he like that. Even though 7 Mile never went globally platinum and did a lot of stuff. We was out for maybe 2 years, but we was tough. We toured with Destiny's Child, Jagged Edge, 112. We did things with them. So we're in that era. But we're from Detroit, and we're a group that's sort of forgotten to some people. So this interview, I don't know where it can go or where it's supposed to take me, but I'm trusting in God. I'm glad it's happening, and I'm just being me, but it's definitely a singer. Ooh, yeah, I gotta keep on singing, yeah, at the Dexter Rallo show. You know. See, that's just a little something, just because I love to sing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's time to just keep moving forward, and I never stop. I've always been traveling back and forth, the whole group, and I still talk to Tez from the group. Squeak, I talk to sometimes, but, you know, hopefully, maybe, God willing, we'll do some new stuff. You know what I mean? And I still got love for the group members, but everybody's been doing their own thing, and I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them.
Like I don't know if that was the last performance together. It was like 6 years ago or something like that.
Yeah.
I saw that on YouTube.
Yep, it says 7 Mile last show on YouTube.
Yeah. Which
I was like, okay, whoever put that 7 Miles last show, that's them. That's the age we live in. Anybody can put anything on YouTube. They can put you on there and put something under it. Like, I'm like, hey, that's not our last show.
Right. That's why I asked about it. Okay.
Who would put that so many years ago? But I ain't mad at you, because in their mind, it was like the last show I just saw them. So it could go anyway. But it's crazy, the different generations you know, that when you old school, you know what I'm saying? You're a little more old school, and you see how things change so fast. The times, and when it comes to music, and then music getting put out. You know what I mean? I think that's an interesting topic for me, because 7 Miles a 90s group. And it's 2025. And I don't know, you probably can agree, like the music and the R&B scene with groups and just singing is a little different. It's changed, so I will have to be smart when I bring y'all back out some new music, because I want the younger crowd and everybody to still listen to my music, our music.
Sure.
So when it come to writing, yeah, we still putting in work. Come to singing, putting in work. Look out for us. Look out for me. Get at me. Deion Lucas on Facebook. DeionLucas and Deion_Lucas on IG. Yeah.
That's right. Detroit City. 313.
313.
Well, I most definitely remember that music in that era because that's my era also.
I appreciate that,
You
bro.
know what I mean? I'm sure I made a lot of honeys remember it too.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear that a lot.
You know, because those were real love songs, and that's that also that era of, you know, like you said, the writing of real love stories. You know, like you said, the times change, so it'd be a lot of do it songs. You know, I hear for when R&B is applied today, but so I could really appreciate that music. You know what I mean, and appreciate you in the group again. Glad to have you here.
For sure. See, we ain't playing none of the solo stuff though, but it's some stuff on deck. I got a song called Pull Up that's on the radio station. My boy starting to promote it, and we about to start promoting some new stuff. So, you know, people just gotta look out. I got a bunch of new songs and the group members as well. This, you know, they doing their thing. Squeak got a new song that's about that he just dropped. S. Jackson on YouTube. You know what I mean? It just came out, and I don't remember the name of it. And then you got also Shantez Robinson from 7 Mile. He's still doing this thing, and them guys is talented. So we eventually will do something together. You know.
Shout out to all those guys. Much success.
We got plans.
That's right. The music will keep moving.
And it's real singing, like Mariah Carey said. That's why she signed us. That's why Boys to Men gave us a standing ovation. And I appreciate y'all, Detroit, because I be out here. Y'all might see me on a humbug, and a lot of y'all come up to me and show me mad love. And that was years ago, and that love coming right back because y'all got talent too. And that's just that, you know, that love right back. I appreciate it.
Well, we glad you still doing your thing, you know what I mean? We appreciate you and the group, you know what I'm saying? Detroit, tell them once again how to get at you and find you.
Yeah, you can hit me up, Deion, Deion_Lucas. That's on IG, or it's Deion Lucas on Facebook right now. And I got the TikTok, Deion Lucas. So y'all get at me, and I'm here. And I'm still working, and I'm still singing, and can't stop, and we won't stop. No Diddy.
Y'all stay tuned in, Detroit. Back at y'all with another one. Your boy Ronnie D. Range. Peace.